It's healthy, it's crunchy, and it is delicious. Today, we are going for it with granola. Homemade granola. It is so much better than anything you will ever buy in a bag at the store. Take my word for it, and once you see how easy it is to make, you're never going to buy that other stuff again. If you've never bought it before, you won't. You're just going to start making it because you're going to say, this is better than anything else in the store. Let me show you what you're going to need to get it all done. First, you're going to need some coconut oil. This is melted coconut oil. I'm going to talk to you more about that in just a minute. You're also going to need whole rolled oats. I have some walnuts. I have chocolate chips and dried blueberries. That's for the end of the process. We're gonna give it a little hit of salt. I have vanilla. I have maple syrup to bring on that sweetness. And here, just to show you what coconut oil looks like before it's melted, this is what coconut oil actually looks like. When you buy it in the store, it's like thick and almost like a buttery consistency. See that there? Let's get started. We are going to start out with our oats and our walnuts in the bowl. Next, our melted coconut oil. I popped this in the microwave for 30-45 seconds, and now it's completely liquefied. The thing about coconut oil is the warmer it gets, the more liquefied it gets. The colder it is, or even at room temperature, then it's going to be more in a solid state like this. Now remember, I'm not going to use this in this recipe, but I just want you to see the difference in case it isn't something that you've already been buying regularly. Next, to our coconut oil, I'm going to go ahead and add my maple syrup. In granola, a lot of the times, people like to use honey in there. I like the end result by using maple syrup because it is a natural sweetener, so it's very healthy, but for some reason using maple syrup instead of honey gives just a better consistency to the end product of the granola. Next, for flavor, I love me some vanilla extract. I use this in my baking probably 95% of the time, so we'll toss that in there. I'm gonna give this a quick stir, and before I toss that in the bowl, I'm gonna give my oats and the walnuts just a little hit of salt. You don't want too much salt in there, but it will help bring on the flavor. Now, we are gonna pour our liquid all over the oats and the walnuts. What's so nice about this recipe, and a lot of the recipes that I actually choose to make for my family, is that it is 100% customizable. If you're a gluten-free eater, then get oats that are certified gluten-free. But this is the only thing that you have to have. You can put pecans in there, you can put peanuts in here, you can put pistachios in here, you can toss in some seeds just to up the nutrient levels. You can do whatever you want. At the end of this recipe, we're gonna throw in some other ingredients that are also very much customizable. Do whatever floats your boat, my friend. That's what I like about this so much. Next, we're gonna toss all this onto our cookie sheet or baking pan, whatever you wanna call it. See this here? This is my parchment paper. I know by now you've seen me use parchment paper 553,000 times, right? Well, this is one of the things that I would say is, I don't want to say it, but it just is. It's a requirement for this recipe because what's going to happen, you have the sweetness in here, right? Whether you use honey or maple syrup, it's sticky. And these oats are guaranteed going to stick to your baking pan if you don't use the parchment paper, okay? Just make the investment and you'll use it. You won't only use it in this recipe, you'll use it a bunch more times because once you use it one time, you're not going to stop because it makes cleanup a breeze. So invest in that parchment paper. We are going to put these oats on our pan, just like that. Spread them out as much as you possibly can. You know what? And I'm gonna do away with the spoon. Who are we kidding? This is gonna be much easier. You're gonna take these oats just like this and spread them out as much as you can. You don't want a big giant layer on here. I'm thinking maybe about a ½ inch thick, and then I'm gonna give it a stir in between. When I stir it, I want you to watch this. I'm gonna open up the oven and stir it around just like this, but then I'm gonna press this way. Anybody who's ever eaten granola knows good and well that the crown jewel of any granola is when you get the chunk of granola. And pressing down on it like this, halfway through baking, is gonna allow for ultimate chunkage. Yeah, I said it, chunkage. So, toss that in the oven, and don't forget, we're gonna add a couple more things to take it up a few more notches. Granola is out of the oven. Full disclosure, I've been snacking on it. It's so good. It's so good. Check it out. We took it out of the oven, we let it cool for about 20 minutes on the baking sheet. When it was just cooled off just a bit, I threw in some dried blueberries and some semi-sweet chocolate chips. It's trouble, folks. I keep crunching on it. I want you to see what's in here. Just look at this, right? What happens when you put the chocolate chips in there when it's just warm? Don't do it right when it comes out of the oven. But look at that. Are you kidding me right now? Yum. Mmm. It's so good. Not to brag. Okay, yes, I'll brag. It's really, really good. You're gonna love it. And it's so much healthier than what you're gonna find anywhere else. You know, a lot of recipes, they have canola oil in it. I'm not knocking them, but this one's better. No butter in here, no crazy refined ingredients. I'll say it again. What is so nice about this is that it is fully customizable. You don't want walnuts in there? Then throw in some pecans or throw in some peanuts. You want some seeds in there? Go for some sunflower seeds or some pumpkin seeds. Throw in some flax seeds. Ooh, even some chia seeds. I didn't think about that. I should have done that in this recipe because chia seeds are so darn full of fiber. Anywho, then for the end, I chose dried blueberries. Try some apricots or some raisins or dried cranberries. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. You don't want chocolate chips? The world is yours, my friend. You can throw in some peanut butter chips. You could throw in some like chocolate chunks. Ooh, or even like some shredded coconut. I'm gonna go on a roll here. I should just wrap this up before it's I'll go for another hour, folks. Anyway, try this granola. You are gonna love it. It's so healthy, nothing crazy and refined in there, and you can store it wonderfully. You put it in an airtight container. You can pop it in the freezer if you want it to last longer. Put it in the refrigerator, put it on your counter. It's gonna be good. Anyway, let me stop here. Here is the homemade granola. Thanks for checking in with me today. I'll see you next time.